My sister slept with every guy I dated, until I introduced her to my new boyfriend. Let me be clear before anyone starts typing opinions in their head. I didn't steal my sister's happiness. I didn't set her up. And I definitely didn't ruin my family. I survived years of betrayal, and one day, I finally stopped being quiet about it. My name is Elena Ruiz, and for nearly 3 decades, my younger sister Vivian slept with almost every man I ever loved, while my parents watched, minimized it, and asked me to be understanding. If that already makes your stomach turn, good. Because I'm just getting started. Vivian is 17 months younger than me, which means she grew up close enough to copy my life, but far enough away to never be compared fairly. She was beautiful in a way people noticed immediately. Dark hair that always fell just right. Big, expressive eyes. A laugh that felt personal, even when it wasn't meant for you. I was fine. Not ugly. Not invisible. Just reliable. I was the daughter teachers praised. The one relatives asked to help clean up. The one who got told, "You're so mature for your age." Vivian got told she was special. And here's the thing no one admits. When a child is constantly rewarded for attention, they start believing they deserve it, no matter who it hurts. I was 19 when I brought my first real boyfriend home. His name was Aaron, and I thought he was safe. He wasn't flashy or loud. He listened. He remembered things. He made me feel chosen, which, at that age, felt like everything. I didn't even hesitate when I introduced him to Vivian. That was my mistake. 3 weeks later, I came home early from work. I still remember my hand freezing on the doorknob when I heard her laugh. Not just laughter, that laugh. High-pitched, breathless. The one she uses when she knows she's winning. They were in my bedroom. In my bed. Vivian cried immediately. Erin didn't say a word. She said she was drunk. She said he came onto her. She said she didn't know what she was doing. And my parents, they told me to stop overreacting. She's your sister, my mom said. Men come and go, my dad added. Erin did go. Vivian stayed. In my bed. That night. By morning, the story had already been rewritten, without my input. Vivian was the victim. Erin was a mistake. And I was dramatic. No one asked if I was okay. No one asked how long it would take to trust again. Instead, I was asked to forgive. So I did. Because that's what good sisters do. I wish I could say that was the worst of it. It wasn't. At 21, it happened again. At 23, again. At 25, again. Different men. Same ending. Sometimes Vivian said it just happened. Sometimes she said she was lonely. Sometimes she blamed alcohol. And every single time, my parents chose peace over truth. Don't tear the family apart over a boyfriend. Why are you always competing with her? You're too sensitive. By the time I was 27, I stopped dating. Not because I didn't want love, but because I was tired of watching it get taken from me. Then Vivian got married. And for the first time in my life, I felt relief. Maybe marriage would change her. Maybe commitment would ground her. Maybe she'd finally stop. She didn't. Her husband, Caleb, was kind in a way that felt rare. Quiet. Loyal. The kind of man who built his world around her without realizing she'd never protect it. 2 years into the marriage, she started cheating. When the divorce happened, it was ugly. And this time, Vivian lost. Because Caleb hired a lawyer who didn't fall for her tears. His name was Noah Mercer. And he saw everything. A year later, I met Lucas. I didn't tell Vivian. I didn't tell my parents. But at my mother's party, I caught her in the backyard with him, her hand on his chest, his body leaning toward her just enough to break my heart. That was the moment something inside me snapped. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I locked myself in the bathroom, stared at my reflection, and realized something terrifying. If I didn't stop this now, it would never stop. And this time, I wasn't going to protect her. This time, I was going to expose her. And I already knew the perfect man to help me do it. If revenge had a smell, it would have been the disinfectant in Noah Mercer's office. Clean. Cold. Controlled. The kind of place where feelings don't matter. Only facts do. I sat in the lobby for nearly 10 minutes before I convinced myself not to walk out. I wasn't proud of what I was about to do. I was desperate. And desperation, I'd learned, made people honest in ways morality never did. When the receptionist finally called my name, I stood up on shaky legs and followed her down a hallway lined with glass offices and framed law degrees. Noah Mercer was already standing when I walked in. Tall. Composed. Dark hair neatly parted. The kind of man who looked like he'd never once lost control in his life. Elena Ruiz? He asked, extending his hand. I shook it. His grip was firm but not aggressive. Have a seat. How can I help you? I didn't sit. You represented my sister in her divorce, I said. That got his attention. His expression didn't change, but something in his eyes sharpened. I represented her ex-husband, he corrected. And I can't discuss that case. I don't want details, I said. I want your help. He gestured to the chair slowly. Sit down. And start from the beginning. I told him everything. Not just the cheating. Not just the men. But the pattern. The manipulation. The tears. The way my parents rewrote reality to protect Vivian. The way every relationship I touched eventually passed through her hands. I expected skepticism. What I got instead was recognition. He leaned back in his chair, folded his hands, and said something that made my stomach drop. She did this during her marriage too. I blinked. What? She didn't just cheat on Caleb, he said calmly. She targeted women around him. Friends. Co-workers. People she felt threatened by. The room felt smaller. She slept with men her friends were dating? She slept with men her friends trusted, Noah corrected. My mouth went dry. I'd spent years thinking this was something she did to me. It wasn't. I wasn't special. I was just familiar. I'm not asking you to sue her, I said. I'm not asking you to expose her legally. I need her to stop. Noah studied me for a long moment. You want to trap her. I want to show people who she really is. He exhaled slowly. You know this crosses ethical lines. I know, I said. But you also know she won't stop unless she's forced to see herself. He stood up and walked to the window. You know she tried to destroy my career, right? I stared at him. After the divorce, she filed complaints with the bar. Claimed I fabricated evidence. It was all false, but it took months to clear. I swallowed. So this isn't just about me, I said. No, he admitted. It isn't. He turned back to me. But if we do this, we do it clean. Controlled. No physical lines crossed. No real cheating. I nodded. I don't want to become her, I said. I just want her to be seen. Noah paused. Then he said the words that changed everything. Fine. I'll help you. We set boundaries immediately. We would appear to date. Public enough to be believable. Distant enough to stay safe. No intimacy. No flirting behind closed doors. Everything documented. She's predictable, Noah said. Once she thinks she's losing control of you, she'll escalate. How far do you think she'll go? I asked. He didn't hesitate. As far as she always does. We didn't announce anything. We didn't need to. A photo here. A tagged location there. Dinner. Coffee. A concert. Nothing romantic. Just real enough. Within 48 hours, my mother called. Elena, she said brightly. Who's this man you're seeing? I smiled for the first time in days. Just someone I'm getting to know. Well, bring him to dinner this Sunday. Of course. Vivian texted me that night. Vivian, so, you're dating now? I didn't reply. She texted Noah instead. He showed me the screenshot the next morning. Vivian, hey, didn't realize you were officially part of the family now winking face. Noah raised an eyebrow. That was fast, he said. She's circling, I replied. And then came the message that told me everything I needed to know. Vivian, Elena's always been sensitive. Hope she's not overwhelming you. Noah looked at me. She's already undermining you, he said. Good, I replied. That means she's scared. Sunday night felt like walking into a trap I'd built myself. Vivian was already there. Perfect makeup. Perfect smile. Perfect timing. Her eyes lit up the second she saw Noah. I watched her take him in. His posture, his confidence, the way he didn't rush. Her interest wasn't subtle. It never was. She laughed too loudly at his jokes. Touched her necklace constantly. Sat closer than necessary. And when I excused myself to the kitchen, she slid right into my seat. When I came back, she was showing him something on her phone. Their heads close. Her voice low. Noah caught my eye. Just for a second. And in that look I saw it. Confirmation. She was already making her move. When we left, Noah walked me to the car. She asked for my number, he said. Did you give it to her? Yes. My heart skipped. She needs to think she has access, he added calmly. Otherwise, she'll slow down. I nodded, even though my chest burned. That night, my phone buzzed. Vivian, I like him. I stared at the screen, then typed back the most dangerous words I could think of. Me, I know. The first rule of predators is patience. Vivian didn't rush Noah. She studied him. For 2 weeks, she played innocent, casual, supportive sister. The kind everyone believes without question. She sent Noah memes, asked for restaurant recommendations, forwarded family gossip, just so he wouldn't be blindsided. Always with a smile. Always with plausible deniability. And always with one quiet goal. To make him doubt me. Noah forwarded me everything. Every text. Every emoji. Every accidental, late-night message. But the one that made my stomach drop came at 11:47 p.m. on a Wednesday. Vivian, can I ask you something kind of serious? Noah waited 10 minutes before responding. Noah, sure. 3 dots appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. Vivian, do you ever feel like Elena doesn't tell the full story? I stared at the screenshot for a long time. She's starting, I said quietly. Noah nodded. This is where she turns. Over the next few days, Vivian painted a picture. Not all at once. Not dramatically. Piece by piece. She told Noah I'd always been jealous of her. That I struggled with insecurity. That I had a habit of rewriting history when I felt threatened. She's intense, Vivian texted one night. I worry she puts too much pressure on people. Pressure. That word stuck with me. Because it was exactly how my parents described me every time I tried to tell the truth. Then Noah told me something that changed the entire game. She's not trying to sleep with me yet, he said. She's trying to replace you in my head first. I felt cold. She wants me to see you as unstable, he continued. So when she finally crosses a line, she can frame it as concern. Or protection. I thought of every man I'd lost. How they always said some version of, I didn't mean to hurt you. They'd already decided I was the problem. That Sunday, my mother called. Elena, she said carefully, Vivian mentioned you've seemed stressed lately. There it was. The familiar tightening in my chest. She's worried about you, my mother continued. About how fast things are moving with Noah. I laughed once. A sharp, humorless sound. She's worried. I repeated. Well, my mom hesitated. She said you've been emotional in the past when relationships didn't work out. I closed my eyes. She was doing it again. And it was working. The escalation came on a Friday. Noah and I were supposed to meet for dinner. Instead, he called me. She invited me out, he said. I sat down slowly. Where? Drinks. Just the two of us. My chest tightened. And I think we let her. Silence stretched between us. You're sure? I asked. Yes, he said. Because this is where she slips. They met at a quiet lounge downtown. Dim lights. Soft music. Intimate enough to feel intentional. Vivian wore red. She always wore red when she wanted to be unforgettable. She didn't flirt at first. She vented. About her divorce. About how hard it was being misunderstood. About how lonely she felt. Then, halfway through her second drink, she said it. I think Elena is scared you'll leave her. Noah stayed neutral. She's been hurt a lot, Vivian continued softly. And sometimes, she clings. Clings. I felt sick. She doesn't mean to, Vivian added. But she can be overwhelming. I just wanted you to know in case things ever felt off. Then she reached across the table. And touched his hand. Noah didn't pull away immediately. He waited. Let her feel bold. Let her believe. Then he stood. I think you should stop, he said calmly. Vivian froze. What? She laughed. I'm just trying to help. No, he said. You're trying to replace your sister. Her smile vanished. You don't understand, she said sharply. I understand perfectly, Noah replied. I've seen this before. He left. She texted him 10 minutes later. Then 20. Then she made the mistake she always made. She panicked. At 2:03 a.m., my phone buzzed. Vivian, I'm really worried about you. I didn't reply. 5 minutes later, my mother called. Elena, honey, are you okay? My heart sank. She came by crying, my mom said. She said you had a breakdown. That Noah left because you scared him. I laughed. Then I cried. Because I realized something terrifying. Vivian wasn't just trying to steal my boyfriend. She was trying to erase me. I met Noah the next morning. She's already rewriting the story, I said. If we don't act now, she'll control the ending. Noah nodded. Then we stop waiting, he said. We go public. My pulse raced. How? He smiled slightly. Your parents' anniversary party is in 3 weeks, he said. Right. Yes. That's our stage. I swallowed. Because I finally understood the truth. This wasn't just about exposing Vivian. This was about surviving her. The most dangerous thing about manipulators isn't their lies. It's how patient they are when you're unraveling. Vivian didn't rush the anniversary party. She prepared for it. While Noah and I gathered screenshots, timestamps, and patterns, Vivian gathered sympathy. And she did it quietly. 2 weeks before the party, my aunt stopped responding to my texts. Then my cousin canceled lunch. Then my father started speaking to me like I was fragile glass. Elena, he said gently one night, your mother and I are just concerned. Concerned. That word again. Vivian had been busy. She told people I was exhausted. That I was spiraling. That I felt threatened by her happiness. She's always compared herself to me, Vivian told them. And now she's afraid she's losing control. Control. The irony almost made me laugh. I sat on Noah's couch surrounded by printouts, texts, call logs, screenshots of messages she deleted but he'd already captured. It should have been enough. But something felt wrong. She's ahead of us, I said. Noah nodded. She's reframing before we can speak. And if they already think I'm unstable, my voice cracked. They won't believe anything I show them. That was the moment I realized the real twist. Truth doesn't win if no one trusts the messenger. It happened 3 days before the party. Vivian showed up at my apartment unannounced. Crying. Shaking. Dramatic. I should have closed the door. I didn't. Elena, please, she sobbed. I don't know what I did to make you hate me like this. I froze. Hate you? I repeated. You've been telling people I'm obsessed with Noah, she whispered. That I tried to steal him. My vision blurred. How dare you, I said. You did try. She stepped closer. I was protecting him, she said softly. You scare people when you get like this. Something inside me snapped. Years of swallowed words rose to the surface. I yelled. I cried. I said everything I'd ever held back. And Vivian smiled. Just for a second. Because she got exactly what she wanted. The next morning, Noah called me. His voice was tight. She has a recording, he said. My heart stopped. She recorded you last night, he continued. Not the whole conversation. Just the part where you're yelling. I sat down hard. She sent it to my parents, I whispered. Yes. My phone buzzed immediately. My mother. Elena, she said coldly, we need to talk about your behavior. Behavior. Not Vivian's lies. Not her manipulation. Mine. That afternoon, Noah came over. He looked exhausted. This is getting dangerous, he said. She's not just lying anymore. She's provoking. I know, I said. I lost control. He hesitated. For the first time, he admitted, I understand why people believe her. The words cut deeper than anything Vivian had done. You think I'm unstable, I said quietly. I think you're human, he corrected. But humans crack. And she's counting on that. Silence stretched between us. If this continues, Noah said carefully, I can't protect you from the narrative she's building. I felt the ground shift beneath me. I was losing him, not to her charm, but to her strategy. That night, something unexpected happened. Caleb, Vivian's ex-husband, called me. I didn't want to get involved, he said, but I saw the recording. My chest tightened. And, I asked. And it's edited, he said. She did the same thing to me. I held my breath. She'd provoke me for hours, he continued. Then record my reaction. She used it in court. With my friends. With my family. Tears streamed down my face. I saved everything, Caleb said. Because I knew one day she'd do it again. For the first time in weeks, I felt hope. Caleb met with Noah the next day. He handed over files. Recordings. Unedited conversations. Emails Vivian forgot she'd sent. Patterns spanning years. This isn't sibling rivalry, Caleb said. It's identity theft. Noah looked at me. She doesn't just want what you have, he said. She wants to be you. I swallowed. Then the party isn't about confrontation anymore, I said. No, Noah agreed. It's about confirmation. The night before the anniversary party, Vivian texted me. Vivian, I hope tomorrow helps you find closure. I smiled at my phone. For the first time, I wasn't afraid. Because I finally understood the biggest twist of all. Vivian didn't know we weren't reacting anymore. We were documenting. And tomorrow, she wouldn't be able to edit the truth. The anniversary party was everything my parents loved. Gold accents. Soft jazz. A rented hall filled with people who believed our family was flawless. Vivian arrived late. On purpose. She wore ivory, close enough to white to be noticed, innocent enough to deny intent. Her arm brushed Noah's as she walked past him, like muscle memory. She smiled at me. Not nervously. Confidently. She thought she'd already won. Noah squeezed my hand. Remember, he whispered. We don't accuse. We confirm. I nodded. My parents took the stage first. Toasts. Applause. Laughter. Then my father smiled at me. Elena, he said, gesturing. You wanted to say something too, right? Vivian's eyes flicked toward me. Curious. I stepped forward. Just a short video, I said calmly. A tribute. Applause followed. Vivian relaxed. That was her first mistake. The lights dimmed. The screen came to life. Vivian's voice filled the room. Sweet. Soft. Familiar. I'm only worried because Elena gets intense. You've probably noticed. Murmurs rippled through the crowd. Vivian's smile faltered. I didn't look at her. The clip continued. She doesn't mean to manipulate people. She just doesn't know she's doing it. My mother stiffened. My father frowned. Vivian laughed lightly. What is this? No one answered her. The screen split. Vivian. Different outfits. Different years. Same tone. Same phrases. I just want to protect him. She's unstable when she feels threatened. I'm scared of what she might do. Then Caleb appeared on screen. I didn't realize she was doing it to her sister too, he said. I thought it was just me. Gasps. My aunt covered her mouth. Vivian stood up. Turn this off, she snapped. This is insane. The final clip played. Unedited. Vivian's voice again. Sharp this time. If you don't react, they won't believe me. You have to give me something. Silence swallowed the room. Every eye turned to her. My mother looked like she'd been slapped. Vivian's face drained of color. This is out of context, she said quickly. She's obsessed with ruining me. I finally looked at her. No, I said evenly. You did that yourself. Noah stepped forward. I need to clarify something, he said calmly. Vivian has been contacting me privately for weeks. Vivian spun toward him. You said. I said I understood. Noah interrupted. I never said I agreed. He held up his phone. Every message. Every call. Every attempt to undermine Elena. The room erupted. My father demanded, Vivian, is this true? She laughed, a high, brittle sound. You're all ganging up on me, she cried. She planned this. Then Caleb stood. She plans everything, he said quietly. That was the moment people believed it. Because it wasn't just me anymore. Vivian's mask cracked. You were always jealous of me, she screamed at me. They chose me because I'm better. The words echoed. And just like that, she exposed herself. My mother staggered back into a chair. My father looked at Vivian like he was seeing a stranger. Security approached. Vivian looked around wildly. At me. At Noah. At the room that had finally stopped believing her. This isn't over, she hissed. But it was. People left early. Whispers followed Vivian as she was escorted out. No one stopped her. No one defended her. My mother cried into my shoulder. I'm so sorry, she whispered. We failed you. For the first time in my life, I believed her. Noah and I stepped outside. The air felt lighter. You okay? He asked. I nodded. I don't feel relieved, I admitted. I feel free. He smiled softly. She can't rewrite this, he said. Too many witnesses. I watched the doors close behind us. For once, I wasn't afraid of what came next. Because the truth wasn't mine to carry alone anymore. Vivian didn't disappear after the party. People like her never do. They just changed tactics. The family group chat went silent. Then one by one, messages appeared. Apologies. Explanations. I didn't know. I should have listened. I accepted some. I ignored others. Healing, I learned, doesn't require forgiveness, just distance. My parents started therapy. Not for Vivian. For themselves. We enabled her, my father said quietly one evening. And we punished you for surviving her. That sentence did more for me than any apology ever could. 3 weeks later, I got an email. Not from Vivian. From her lawyer. A cease and desist. Defamation. Harassment. I laughed when I read it. Then Noah leaned over my shoulder and smiled. She's bluffing, he said. And she knows it. But there was something else attached. A personal letter. Vivian wrote it herself. No accusations. No screaming. Just words. You took my voice away. You humiliated me. You don't know what it's like living in your shadow. I stared at the screen. Because for the first time, I saw the twist I'd missed all along. Vivian believed her own story. She had always believed it. In her version, she wasn't a predator. She was a survivor. And that realization hurt more than her cruelty ever had. Noah asked me what I wanted to do. We could respond publicly, privately, or not at all. I chose silence. Not because she deserved mercy, but because I didn't need the ending she wanted anymore. Months passed. Quietly. Peacefully. I moved apartments. Changed my number. Stopped bracing for impact every time my phone buzzed. Noah and I kept dating. For real this time. Slow. Honest. Unscripted. One night, he said something that made me cry. You don't perform anymore, he said. You just exist. I realized he was right. I wasn't trying to prove anything. I was just living. A year later, my mother told me Vivian had moved away. New city. New job. New circle. She tells people she cut us off for her mental health, my mom said carefully. I smiled. Because that was the final truth of it all. She didn't stop manipulating. She just lost her audience. Here's what no one tells you about people like Vivian. They don't steal your partners. They steal the story. They decide who you are before you ever get to speak. And the bravest thing you can do is stop arguing with a character you never wrote. I don't hate my sister. I don't love her either. She exists somewhere outside my life now. And that distance, that's the ending I needed. Because I didn't expose her to punish her. I exposed her. So I could finally be seen.